set up and feel at home, for lack of a better phrase. But here we are, going into game 1. I believe they just defaulted to Pokemon Stadium 2, which, you know, we're in Tri-State. And the immediate mining begins and the immediate dashing and rolling away. But the play for Beast is to not let him breathe. It's like, I know I can react to stuff now, though some of these combos are certainly still going to be devastating. If you don't let Steve breathe, you can start to punish Steve for his biggest flaw, the base attributes. Steve is not very fast, and it's rather comboable if you get the chance to get in, which is certainly hard given DDog's initial stance and immediate 106 on the board. Yep, just Steve things.
The thing is, though, PT is one of those characters that has the ability to make these big comebacks if they're able to find the right hit. So it's still first stock, so nothing huge to worry about. But you got to make sure Steve doesn't get all the resources in the world that they need. That
was a huge Vine Whip on Beast's part in order to finish off stock 1 with a little bit of a comeback, though falling into the anvil is going to result in a back in an even game, but it means you're back at Squirtle at low %, which is a whole lot less risky. Avoiding the minecart and scooting under these falling aerials that come out from DDog. He's underneath the minecart. He's underneath these fairs and these nairs and closing out with yet another Vine Whip, finishing his food before it can get before he can start catching a little bit of arthritis.
Yeah, finishing the food, like you said, with so much pressure. And this pressure is mainly off of these down airs. A strong multi-hit move that you need to be careful of with how you deal with it.
And hit it, grab to keep it going. But even still, Steve is just not far enough. Or Enderman, in this case, he's not traversing far enough to get at a disadvantage as Beast takes his Charizard stance. And you have to wonder, Beast's advantage, once it started to get rolling, it looked very, very difficult for DDog to get out of just a constant whirlpool like that.
All right.
The announcer.
Well, all right. Well, strong show here. We'll see what we can do in this next game coming out from our competitors.
Dropping through the platform and immediately starting to mine. He wants to get as many resources as he can as possible on deck. And that's all right. You're seeing some Steve bread and butters only with wood, so he does have only 63. That's still pretty crazy given it's his weakest potential form. And speaking of stance change, this is the stance that we see Beast in quite often. When in doubt, the Charizard comes out.
Oh yeah, I think his social media's Beast Zard, and it's after a very big reason. Even though this game's highly favoring the Charizard, able to take the stock there.
And closing out, has to respect the TNT. Oh, doesn't respect the TNT and gets rewarded for it, just swatting it away. Yeah, all of that's actionable. The up smash catching the escape from the minecart. Why?
You know, kind of a ballsy thing to go for, but
I mean, Beast do be having those NPT balls. Like he's
he got the NPT balls. Shout out to NPT balls. But we'll see what we can have in this game. WPT Night, all fusion, and Beast just kind of hunting DDog down over and over.
Yeah, just remorseless. He's at 163. Doesn't matter. He's still going in. He's still trying to not let Steve set up, which is easier said than done on a stage like PS2 where you're more likely to get things like stone and iron. So you're almost always going to have minecart on deck, though this also can mean you don't always have a gold and redstone available to make it powered minecart, which is much, much harder to interact with. Normal minecart can get swatted away by Squirtle F-Tilt. Oh, and
there's no swatting involved when you're getting that clean conversion to Ivy up air. The kill potential of that move is criminal, and able to find it coming out.
I love the initial idea from Beast just to push DDog out of range of his crafting table, forcing him to win neutral first before getting a chance to craft. Though he does have diamond on deck and no diamonds left remaining, so this has gotta be He's got to ride this one out, and if something breaks, he has literally no materials in order to craft something with up until that fair, or back air, excuse me, in order to refresh himself a little bit.
You know, yeah, Steve without resources is already an okay character. Steve with resources is something that is horrifying to deal with, especially when we're getting to this late part of the game. But Beast keeping up the solid lead, so it's fine, kind of dancing around the shield, but getting punished for it in the end, and an up B that's going to get punished.
Yeah, that up B looked like he was trying to catch something overzealous. Oh my, Squirtle's too short. He went under the fishing rod. Oh, but that's a pretty big combo, and looked to call out the challenge, which might have killed Squirtle. I don't know, we were very high up, but hey, at 99 now, Steve has to minecart. He's got 2 remaining if he wants to. No, he just gets the hit, which means he can recover with the blocks and start to gather up some resources. 2 iron remaining. He's got to be careful how he uses them. There's one with the block and up smash out of shield. The classic from Charizard, that instant reversal out of shield. Even against minecart, it is still punishable.
Yeah, it's just so strong from Charizard, and Beast always able to find these big hits with Charizard. Good stuff from him to be able to take that set. That being said, that is going to be the last set of our block. We're going to be swapping it over to the combination of Hangman and Dara. Y'all are in good hands. So yeah, anything else to say, Ubu?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that we got some ads for you in